Okay, y'all, I had an idea and I wanted to try it. So I know that crushed velvet is 100% polyester and very dusty, and I was like, I want to make something out of it, and I was looking up like crushed velvet crafts on Pinterest and stuff, and I was like, what if I made my own pincushions? Okay, so we're gonna try it using Sublimation because, you know, everything I do is custom. So I thought I would do like a circle one with the galaxy print. These are 4 inches. This is a Sublimation print, so this is like special ink on special paper, and it's going to dye this fabric and make it permanently like this print. And then I did like an Aztec pattern, so I'm just going to go try to do that. And I got some like Poly-Fil to put it in there, and we're gonna see. Okay, so I just turned my crushed velvet over so that the correct sides face down. I don't know, I'm not a seamstress. I know how to use my sewing machine, but that's about all. And I don't have a large table to work on, so I'm just trying to get it kind of flat. And then I'm just gonna cut off a piece that will be as big as my 8.5 by 11 piece of paper here. I'm just gonna lint roll it. Typically people would say to pre-press it, and I probably should, but I just don't want to. Here, this is some heat resistant tape. I'm just gonna tape that down, making sure not to stretch this fabric. The ink side of the paper on the correct side of the crushed velvet. And I'm just gonna go behind here, and we're gonna heat press this for 60 seconds on 385, because that's usually what I do fabric on. Okay, my heat press is all heated up to 385 degrees. I'm gonna put, I just use packaging paper. A lot of people use butcher paper. I'm gonna put that down. Then I'm gonna put this with the paper on top, making sure there's no wrinkles or nothing. And I usually don't put paper on top, but since I'm trying something new, I'm gonna go ahead and sandwich some paper on top. And this is just gonna be like a medium regular pressure. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over so I can show you. Okay, I don't know how it turned out either, but we're about to find out. This tape wants to stay on there. Okay, it turned out really nice. This tape though, some good tape. So I'm gonna try and make a square pincushion and a circle one. So I was thinking, since velvet, or this crushed velvet, likes to roll up on the edges, I'm gonna trim it just like a little bit bigger, I think. And I'm gonna use these smaller scissors because those other ones didn't want to cut very well. Y'all, I got my pieces cut out, and even though these are pincushions, I don't believe in pins. And I don't really sew that much, so it doesn't matter. I don't know if I'll ever be using this crushed velvet again because it's like everywhere. On the square one, I just decided not to cut the middle because, I mean, it's already together, right? So I just folded it in half. And I actually have a denim needle on my sewing machine because I usually sew nylon webbing to make keychains. That's another video. And I don't feel like changing it, so I started here on this part, and then I thought it got caught up in my sewing machine, so I'm gonna start again. I left a little 1-inch opening there so I can turn it inside out and put the stuffing inside. So let's try this circle. I'm just gonna line them up. This is the square one. I need to trim off the little strings here real quick. Okay, I trimmed off the strings, and I'm just going to... Wow, it's like coming apart. turning it inside out. So maybe if I had a different polyester fabric that wasn't crushed velvet, that would be better. Okay, so I got this one, and I'm gonna stuff it here in a minute, but here's the circle one. So I have my little opening here, and then I have some Poly-Fil back here. Why do they only sell this in like Sam's Club size bags? I don't know. And that doll is creepy that's on there. So I'm just gonna, why is it? Okay, I'm just gonna stuff the Poly-Fil into here, into the little pincushion. I'm gonna try and sew up this one, the square one first, because it seems to be probably the easier of the two. So I'm just making sure that's in there. Maybe I should try and like move the stuffing so it's out of the way. Or maybe I should sew it by hand like everybody else does. Okay, so that did not work. I guess I'll have to hand sew it. Not the best, but you know, I did something new, something different. Okay, let's try the other one. So we have the square one. If I knew how to hand sew, that would have been a bit better. I actually do have some pins here, but it's kind of cool that I printed the fabric. Works great. So we got the circle one, and what I was gonna do is I brought some, what is it called? Embroidery floss, and like do like the thing like tomatoes. So let's try it. Okay, this is what we got. I don't know. Let's put some pins. So I put some pins in the pin cushion. I will probably never be making this again in my life. So if y'all want to try this, go right ahead and do it yourself, because this is not going to be on my website. But I hope you got some entertainment. Please subscribe, comment below if you had a good time, and I'll reply to your comments, of course. And we'll see you on the next project.